All right, what's poppin', everybody? It's your boy Armon, and we're back with another video. Get in here. We got a lot to talk about. It's been a minute since I've been over here, you know what I'm saying? But I could not talk about the situation with your boy DJ Akademiks and Black Boy Max and the 15-year-old, I think his name is Nowhere. I don't know. He's a refugee from don't even give me the line. He's from the Middle Eastern country somewhere. But long story short, they were in a Discord playing, I don't know, Minecraft or one of them games. And apparently, you know, he's really cool with Black Boy Max, and Black Boy Max, the little boy is cool with Black Boy Max. Black Boy Max looks at him like he's a little brother. He kind of pretty much takes care of the boy. The boy don't have no family. And you know, he sends the boy money. You know, the boy is a big fan of him, and they've been kind of taking care of the boy from a distance for quite some time. And I guess Akademiks knows that, and so the boy's got a little bit of clout because the Black Boy Max affiliation. So he's in the Discord, he's playing games. The little boy's cool with the streamers and stuff, and they're all on stream playing games in the Discord, and it got a little freaky in the Discord, a little ditty like in the Discord. And you know, you can hear Akademiks asking the little boy if he would let Black Boy Max diddy him. And I'm like, well, why would you ask the little boy what did you want him to diddy? Would you want him to get the diddy? And he's like, yeah, you said you've always wanted him to be inside you. Would you let him diddy you? And I'm just like, okay, that was a little bit odd and a little bit weird. I was feeling a little uncomfortable with that. Then they try to say, you know, well, he got a sister. Why would you let the sister bang or whatever? And he's like, well, no. He's like, bro, the little boy was over there like, y'all need to chill. Like, I'm 15. Like, pause. I'm literally 15. You want to catch cases. You want things to get really, really weird. Like, no, I'm not on that. Like, it was like the little boy, honestly, is very, very sharp and smart for his age. And he didn't really go for none of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he handled himself really, really well, like surprisingly. And he didn't seem to be really uncomfortable. But it was just like you had multiple grown men in that live talking crazy and reckless to a 15-year-old about another man, you know, diddying them, and then about women, you know, them sleeping with women and stuff like that. I just kind of felt like that was a little weird. And so it started going viral. People were talking about canceling Akademiks, and Akademiks is, you know, it's weird and foul. Black Boy Max even was like, you know, Akademiks, you know, I can't really get behind that. You're a weirdo. You're on some weird stuff. You shouldn't even been doing that, because that's my homie, first of all. I look at the dude like he's like, the little boy as like he's one of my little brothers. I take care of him. Why would you even associate my name with something crazy like that? And why would you be just like saying some weird like that with my name attached to it, and then with somebody I'm cool with? So then Akademiks gets upset because people are trying to cancel him. So he gets on this rant, spitting in this microphone, talking about how you can't cancel what you didn't create. And he don't need Black Boy Max. He don't need Kai Cenat or Aiden Ross. And Black Boy Max, he'll never be promoting Black Boy Max again. If Black Boy Max wants to get promoted, you know, the label's gonna have to pay, you know, the $3,000 per post. Black Boy Max responds like, don't post me. Have the labels post you. You know, if you basically, because you know a lot of labels are looking at Black Boy Max and they're thinking about signing him to a deal. So if he gets a deal, you know, the labels are going to have to pay for that promo on Akademiks' page. Because Akademiks is pretty much saying, I'm not going to post you. I'm not going to support you because you cool, but why would you be trying to blow this up bigger than what it is? And so that's kind of what's going on. People are calling Akademiks a weirdo. People are not really fooling with Akademiks because they're saying that this looks really, really weird. Here's what I think about the situation. It's absolutely 100% weird. And Akademiks can't get upset that people are trying to distance themselves from him, because it's like no one in 2025, no one wants to be associated with any kind of grooming, any kind of diddy, any kind of freak off, none of that. And so I think Akademiks, a lot of people, I think he's kind of missing the plot. Like, you dropping Kai and Aiden Ross and Black Boy, they're all hotter than you, or they're at least on the come up, and they're younger than you. They don't really need you to post them. Like, I think you're still caught up in 2017 where, you know, you're on Everyday Struggle. Those days, that ship has sailed. You know what I'm saying? Like, at this point, you're known as like the streaming Wendy Williams, the streaming troll. Like, this point, like, these guys have real motion. They've got, I mean, Drake don't even come on stream with you at. Drake will go on the stream with Aiden Ross. A bunch of these guys, they get these celebrities to go on stream with him. They interact with them. They respect them. They make music. I mean, you got Kai Cenat covering Billboard magazine. So it's like, I don't think that they really need you. And it just sounds like Act just did a full-on crash out because, number one, he was embarrassed that he said that, and he had to take accountability for that. But number two, it was also the pressure of the younger streamer guys coming up. Kai Cenat was catching strays, and then he kind of bundled that rant into, him getting called out for, trying to have the boy at a Diddy party. So it was like he had a bunch of emotions combust into one live for me, because I feel like you were trying to defend your honor and argue about, and at the same time apologize about making the Diddy statements in regards to the little boy. But then you also kind of did a mild crash out in regards to the new streamer niggas and the streamer niggas that are kind of popping, because you went on this rant about how you don't need them and how you're not posting this and you got your own motion and this, that, and the third. And I don't even think that really wasn't even, part of the conversation. But them niggas are not going to align their brand with you, because why would they want to align their brand with somebody that's looking like first of all, you're controversial. So it's already going to be hard for people to want to align their brand with you in the first place. You already know that. Okay. Number two, they don't really need you to get any emotion. They actually get more emotion than you act. They get the celebrities. I mean, you sit up there and Drake all day long, and Drake doesn't give you no look, no motion, no nothing. Drake will go to a white boy channel before he even give you a phone call on live. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I feel like him doing that rant was a little unwarranted. It was like embarrassing because you looked crazy, and you also look like a hater on the new guys coming up. That's number one. And then number two, just take accountability. And here's the thing, and you're talking about labels, and people having to pay you. Labels may not even want to pay you to market for them, because if you got Diddy type stuff on you attached to your name, ain't nobody gonna respect that platform. So don't ever think you're too much bigger than the program, because no one is really bigger than the program. And once the program says program over, program shut down, you're done. So I think Act's problem, he was trying to flex his muscle because he's been here longer, but these niggas, they're the future. And they're coming up, so they're not going to need you. They're not, and the Blackboy Max is not going to need Akademiks at the end of the day. Like, I'm sorry for the confusion, or I'm sorry to have to remind you, or to tell you, Act, but you're phasing out. Like, honestly, the controversial, you are kind of where you are. You've had your moment. These are the moments that now you will go viral for it. Controversial takes or drama surrounding your name, and this doesn't help the fact that you already got the girl with the case behind you, coming for you. Then now you got the Diddy freaky off stuff with the little boy. It just looks weird. Now, from a different perspective, y'all know, because I'm on my healing journey, this is kind of why it's like, for Akademiks, you can't be surprised, but you got to move smarter, because it's like, when you're in the space of controversy, drama, and mess, that's how the story ends for you. That's what you're going to attract, right? Because that's the kind of energy that you put out. So you're never going to attract positivity, because you make your money off of the negativity, and people are going to only want to see the negative things on you. Here's the thing. You can't get mad like that, crashing out and screaming out on live, when you were dragging Diddy, dragging Young Miami. Had this been any other streamer, had this been anybody else saying this stuff online, and had this been one of your op rappers, you would be dragging it. It's just crazy that you're acting like people shouldn't switch up on you or shouldn't try to pull away from you when you've said some crazy stuff. Like, these guys are on the come up, and Blackboy Max is actually cool with the little boy that you mentioned, and you mentioned him with the boy, where it's like, nigga, why are you mentioning me in a Diddy essence with a little boy? Why would you even want my name tied to that? It's like you doing a lot of weird, like dry hating and some like low key, like sinister freaky. You feel me? So I just feel like Act, you were a little bit wrong all the way together. And then I seen the clip where Act was online with Aiden Ross and saying that, he really loved Blackboy. He loved Blackboy like, he is suckered for Blackboy. And Aiden Ross was kind of like, what? You suckered? I guess that's the new, like, I die for that nigga. Like, I suckered for that. It's like, wow, pause. Diddy, woo. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't really know what that new age I ride for my, because language is, but I guess that was it. But I just think that Act was a little devastated, because Blackboy kind of was like, Blackboy is coming up, and now, Blackboy Max kind of feeling himself, and he's like, well, I don't really need you niggas. And if you're gonna if you're going to make bad business decisions and you're going to call, and then it's going to bleed off onto me, then I'm going to have to step aside. And I think that Akademiks kind of felt the way about that. But going back to my original point, you have to understand that this is the energy that you're going to attract. And this is the energy you're going to attract because this is the kind of stuff that you talk about. And so if you can't handle this stuff, then you have to not discuss this kind of stuff and then two, if you are going to discuss this kind of stuff, you can't be this sloppy. You cannot be this sloppy discussing this kind of stuff because it's like, nigga, people are waiting. They're literally waiting to get dirt on you. They're literally waiting to get some dirt on you. So you can't be out here moving wacky and think that you're not going to thinking that people are not going to be ready to cancel you. That's part of the game. You get sued or you get canceled or you get exposed. Whenever you're in this celebrity gossip lane and you're like going hard, you get sued, you get exposed, or you get canceled. And don't think that you can't get canceled because people are not playing with the Diddy frequency. And canceling you doesn't look like losing opportunities because if we really want to think about it, when you're in this space, and I'm only saying that because I'm here, I've been here in the gossip, in the drama. You're already canceled, right? Because you're considered controversial. So you don't get the opportunities. You're not getting that. You're not going to get the opportunities of a Black Boy Max or Kai Cenat because you're too raw, too real, and it's too controversial. It's too colorful. So there's a natural your content matter itself already cancels you out. But then the other part of the cancellation is the audience won't watch you because they'll feel like I'm watching a Diddy supporter or celebrities or your streamer bros. They won't want to get on stream with you because then their audience will say, are we watching a Diddy? Is this a Diddy party? No one wants to be associated with Diddy. What you did was very Diddy. And so you can't get canceled because niggas won't with you because they're not going to risk the Diddy. Joe might not even with you after this. I think you should just lay low. You're Drake. If I was Drake, I wouldn't be talking to Akademiks. Drake, stay away from Akademiks. It's not a good time. Akademiks, if I'm Drake, don't even speak on me, Ak. It's cool. I got this. I got it. But yeah, I think it's going to be interesting to see how Ak climb out of this one. He's going to need a lot of help out of this one because he got himself in a conundrum, if I do say so myself. And I don't blame Black Boy for, distancing himself, standing up for himself. I'm not sure why Kai's not caught astray, but Ak is going to have to ride this wave alone because you said that weird and it was really weird and it made me uncomfortable. So I'm sure that little boy was uncomfortable. But yeah, anyway, let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Till next time, keep that same energy and I'll see you soon. Peace out.